Once upon a time, in the lively city of Chicago, there lived an adventurous and passionate belly dancer called Susan. Her effortless motions attracted audiences, leaving them mesmerized with every swing of her hips. Susan's dancing was her escape, her way of showing the depths of her feelings. Meanwhile, in the heart of the busy city, a strong and cruel millionaire named Mike controlled the business world with a powerful grip. People knew him for his hard work, wealth, and never-ending drive to succeed. But behind his tough exterior lay a desire for something more, a love that would go beyond his financial successes. Mike was at a fancy event one night when Susan's beautiful performance caught his eye. He was mesmerized by her beauty, her obvious skill, and the raw feeling she put into her work. It was very different from the cold and planned world he lived in, which was pushed by an unknown force. After Susan's show, Mike went up to her. He told her he loved her dancing and admitted that her art had raised up a resting desire in him. Susan was shocked and interested by the billionaire's sincere interest, and she could see a hint of weakness behind his strong face. Mike and Susan found a deep bond that went beyond their very different lives as they spent more time together. Susan's burning spirit sparked something within Mike that he had long forgotten, an excitement for life beyond money and power. Mike felt better and had a deep emotional relationship with Susan that went beyond his expensive lifestyle. Susan taught Mike about the simple pleasures in life, and their love story grew with each day that passed by. A walk along the shores of Lake Michigan, dancing under the stars in a quiet area of Millennium Park, engaging in deep talks about dreams, fears, and the meaning of true happiness. Susan, with her joyful laughter and caring nature, brushed away the layers of negativity that had surrounded Mike's heart. And in return, Mike, with his constant backing and huge resources, helped Susan change her love for belly dance into an internationally recognized art form. However, their love was not without its difficulties. Mike's harsh business dealings often threatened to pull them apart. The demands of his business power put an impact on their relationship, and the stark difference between their worlds occasionally left doubts and fears. Yet Susan's unwavering belief in their love and Mike's real desire for a life beyond material wealth kept them going. They survived the storms together, always finding their way back to each other's arms, their love getting stronger with each challenge they overcame. In the depths of Chicago's skyline, amidst the glitter and glamour of the city, Susan and Mike formed a bond that refused social standards and their own personal problems. They showed the world that love crosses borders be it status in society or personal past. Together, they started on charitable giving efforts, using Mike's wealth to make a good effect on the lives of those less wealthy. They supported arts and education programs, and Susan used her ability to encourage and educate young dancers to follow their dreams. As the years passed, their love story continued to blossom like a beautiful dance that changes with time. Susan's belly dancing and Mike's empire became connected, their names forever tied in the stories of Chicago's history. Their love story taught a lesson that love, when encouraged and loved, can change even the cruelest hearts, bringing love and compassion to the darkest parts of the world. And in Chicago's busy streets, Susan and Mike's love story became a timeless poem to the power of emotion, art, and the amazing journey of two souls who found comfort and pleasure in each other's embrace. As Susan and Mike continue to delight in their love, a sudden change of fate shook their lives to the core. Other city lords, jealous of Mike's power, began a brutal attack on his businesses, trying to bring him to his knees. Disorder burst all over the city as Mike's once unbreakable kingdom shook under the pressure of their aggression. Amid the confusion, Mike's faithful friend Zulu and his family found themselves stuck in the gunfire. Zulu, a trusted friend and an important source of support for Mike, had always stood by his side through both positive and bad times. Susan and Mike could not bear to see their dear friends suffer, and they made it their goal to protect Zulu and his loved ones from the harm caused by the opposing city lords. As the fights went on, sadness struck Mike's world. He got the heartbreaking news of his beloved brother's sudden demise, leaving him broken and questioning his own purpose. His sadness overcame him, attempting to take over the love he held for Susan. In his darkest hour, Mike found comfort in the wise advice of his father, an experienced entrepreneur who had handled his own crises in the past. His father, a source of support and direction, told him of the recovery that ran through his blood, telling him not to let sadness consume him totally. With his father's words echoing in his mind, Mike found the strength to rise from the depths of sadness. He accepted the memory of his brother, willing to protect and respect his family's past by rebuilding his kingdom and ensuring that justice won. United as a force of unshakable love and resolve, Susan and Mike brought together their friends, using their combined resources, knowledge, and strong determination to fight back against their enemies. They formed a partnership with other powerful figures who had also suffered at the hands of the enemy city lords, forming a dangerous force that hit back with calculated skill. At the same time, Mike's father, the voice of reason in the disorder, offered priceless help on business issues. He shared his years of knowledge teaching Mike the art of making smart choices and leading him through the dangerous world of high-stakes power plays. As the fight for control went on, Susan's grace and strength shined brighter than ever. She stayed by Mike's side, a sign of constant support, pushing him to stay true to his values and telling him of the love that fueled his journey. In Susan's arms, Mike found comfort and a haven where he could heal from his injuries caused by loss and betrayal. With time, determination, and the constant support of their friends, Mike and Susan's toughness paid off. Their opponents were defeated, and the empire that had once been rocked now stood stronger than ever before. The city lords who tried to pull them apart were left in wonder at their unbreakable link. Through the difficulties and struggles they had faced together, Mike and Susan discovered a greater respect for the value of life and the power of love to beat even the darkest of storms. Their love story became an example of the durability of the human spirit, telling them that true strength lies not only in power and wealth, but also in the ability to love strongly and repair from the ashes of destruction. As the sun set over the city that had watched their battles and victories, Mike and Susan stood hand in hand, knowing that their love had not only survived the storm, but had grown into something unbreakable. With their hearts connected and their souls joined, they faced the future, ready to accept whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that together they would overcome anything that came their way.